Indonesia versus Malaysia and Singapore. Location: Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore are all located in Southeast Asia, sharing maritime boundaries. Area: Indonesia is a vast country, covering an area of approximately 1.9 million square kilometers, which is significantly larger than the combined area of Malaysia and Singapore, which amounts to around 332,000 square kilometers. Largest cities: Jakarta is the largest city in Indonesia. Kuala Lumpur is the largest city in Malaysia. Population: Indonesia's population of around 277.5 million is much larger than the combined population of Malaysia and Singapore, which is approximately 40.3 million. Life expectancy: Indonesia's average life expectancy stands at approximately 72.32 years, while the average life expectancy of Malaysia and Singapore is approximately 76.78 years. GDP: Indonesia's GDP stands at around 1.39 trillion US dollars, exceeding the combined GDP of Malaysia and Singapore, which amounts to approximately 963 billion US dollars. Export: Indonesia's export value totals around 292 billion US dollars, while the combined export value of Malaysia and Singapore is approximately 868 billion US dollars. Import: Indonesia's import value stands at around 237 billion US dollars, while the combined import value of Malaysia and Singapore is approximately 770 billion US dollars. Tourists: Indonesia attracts around 16.11 million international tourists annually, while Malaysia and Singapore combined receive approximately 45.22 million visitors each year. Olympic medals: Indonesia's performance in the Olympic Games results in a total of 37 medals, while the combined total of Olympic medals won by Malaysia and Singapore is 18. Active military: Indonesia has approximately 400,000 active military personnel, whereas the combined active military personnel of Malaysia and Singapore amounts to around 145,000. Tanks: Indonesia possesses approximately 314 tanks, while the combined number of tanks in Malaysia and Singapore is 218. Aircraft: Indonesia has around 466 aircraft, whereas the combined number of aircraft in Malaysia and Singapore is 395. Warships: Indonesia has approximately 224 warships, while the combined number of warships in Malaysia and Singapore is 122. Thank you for joining us today as we compared Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this. Stay curious and have a wonderful day.